Hi students, welcome back to Chakravarti e-classroom. Today we are going to discuss two questions from Time and Work chapter. Actually, these two questions have been taken from our regular course only. I'm again explaining this one on YouTube to make the other students understand our teaching methodology. By the way, students, these two questions are being posted in our Telegram groups and WhatsApp groups also. I think by this time most of the students must have finished this one. The students who have not joined our Telegram channels you please join that one by following the link given below. You please join the Telegram channel so that you can get all the updates on time. And coming to the difficulty level, students, as far as the difficulty level is concerned, the first question I can categorize as moderate difficulty level and the second one is simple basic question. And as far as the timing allocated for this one, reasonable timing for those students who have been practicing these questions after understanding the concept, I can say the first question should not be taken more than 1.5 minutes. Within 1.5 minutes, you have to solve the first one. As far as the second one is concerned, since it is a basic question, not more than 1 minute. Yes, students, you can do this one, provided you should have complete conceptual clarity coupled with unconditional practice. I can say adequate practice. Only then you can maintain this time. By the way, students, the beginners, I'm telling you, beginners don't focus on speed. First try to get the accuracy. After that only go for speed. Okay, now let's start the questions here. Simple questions you can do very easily. What's first one they have given? It's a moderate level question, but good question, students. Now A and B can do a work in 8 days. Simple information. C alone can do the same work in 72 days. One information. Next, in how many days B alone can do the same work if A can take as much time as B and C together take to finish the work? Good question, isn't it? Difficulty level is moderate, but some twist is there in this one. I told you the technique in my regular classes, even on YouTube also. What's that one? Just make the problem into two parts. Information part and the question part. First observe the question part, then go for the information part. With the help of the information, you can solve the question. What's the question? In how many days B alone can do the work? What are the data required for you? Basically, you need two things there. What are two things? B alone, in how many days B alone can do the work means, first of all, you should know the total amount of work. This total work divided by B's efficiency or B's 1 day's work. Then you can get in how many days B can do the work, isn't it? Finding out total work is not a difficult thing because we can go by imaginary number or with the given data also you can find out the total amount of work. Then finding out this one B's efficiency or 1 day's work, you need to use the clues given in the question. Okay, what are the clues given there, students? The one of the very important clues is this one, the comparison. A takes as much time as B and C together take to finish the work. What's the meaning of that one? Here they are comparing A's efficiency with that of B and C's collective efficiency, isn't it? A takes as much time as B and C together to do the complete work. That means A's efficiency is equal to B and C's collective efficiency. Or in the other way, A's 1 day's work must be equal to B plus C's 1 day's work. One of the very good informations, this one, isn't it? Then go for the next information, students. What's that one? A and B can do in 8 days. Simple one, you see. A and B can do the work in 8 days. Whereas C alone can do the work in 72 days. Now students, with this statement, I can easily find out or I can easily imagine the total amount of work. And more or less with this clue, I can find B's 1 day's work. That's it. Now, what is the total work here? Just let us imagine in this way. A, B and C, indirectly all the three are involved in this one. A and B can do in 8 days, C in 72 days. Take the LCM of these two and imagine that one as total amount of work. Now, simply total amount of work is LCM of these two, that is 72. when 72 is the total amount of work, A and B can do that one in 8 days. That means easily I can find out A and B's 1 day's work or the efficiency. Now A and B's 1 day's work is 72 by 8, that is 9 units. We know this one, in the basics we have done. Now C's 1 day's work is 72 by 72, that is 1 unit. Right students? Now one of the variables, the total amount of the work, I got it. I am writing that one as 72, and my next attempt is to find out B's 1 day's work. Now B's 1 day's work I can find out with this statement. What is this one? A's 1 day's work is B and C's collective 1 day's work. So A plus B's 1 day's work is 9 units, isn't it? Now in place of A, I can keep B plus C. You can easily find out B's 1 day's work, isn't it? Now here in place of A, I'm taking B plus C. Directly we will do. If you take B plus C, B and B will become 2B. 2B plus C is equal to 9. C is equal to 1. Directly I'm writing here 2B plus C. C's efficiency is equal to 1 is equal to 9. Or else 2B is equal to 8 and B is equal to 8 by 2, that is 4. That means B's 1 day's work is 4 units and the total amount of work is 72. Now 72 divided by 4. So now 4 into 18 times is 72. Now B can do the work in how many days? 18 days is the final answer. How simple this one, students, isn't it? Can't you do this question by not writing anything on the paper? Of course it is possible. Of course it is possible, but you should have complete conceptual clarity, isn't it? Now simply without writing means this you can easily keep in your mind. A is equal to B plus C, and finding out the LCM and finding out A plus B's 1 day's work, C's 1 day's work. Up to this extent you need not write anything on the paper. After that A plus B, A is equal to B plus C, 2B plus C is equal to 9 and B is equal to 4. You can get the answer. Isn't it simple, students? In our course, I have discussed all the questions with this type of methods only, whether it is quant or reasoning. Both the subjects are taught by me. Each and every topic, each and every, chapter I focused upon. I have given the complete concept. If you practice well, you can maintain the speed also. Okay, right. Go for the next question, students. Next question. Actually, I'm telling you, students, here this one can be done without writing anything on the paper. We have done many questions in our course of this sort. Actually, this type of questions you cannot expect directly in the exams because very less standard basic level question. But you can expect questions based on this logic. This question may be part of another difficulty level question in the exams, competitive exams. Anyway, how to do this one, students? Here also, efficiency matters. A is twice as good a workman as B, and they together finish the work in 36 days. In how many days A alone can do the work? Simple. Now immediately, how to do this one? Again, information part and question part. What's the question part? In how many days A alone can do that one? That means total work you find out divided by A's efficiency. You will get the answer. That's it. Alright, just go for that one. To answer this one, I have two clues here. One is comparison of the efficiencies of A and B with the help of the first sentence, and second one is together they can do in 36 days. What's the comparison here? A is twice as good as, otherwise simple sentence we take. A is twice as good as B as far as work is concerned. As far as efficiency is concerned, what's the meaning of that one? A is twice as good as B means A's efficiency is 2 times that of B's. If you just write down, you can write in this way: A and B's efficiency ratio, A's efficiency is 2 times that of B. If B's efficiency is 1, obviously A's efficiency is 2. In other words, we can say if A can do 2 units of work in 1 day, B can do only 1 unit of work. You know that one? Alright, now together they can do in 36 days. See students, here you can find out the total amount of work. How? In 1 day, these two can do 2 plus 1. In one day, these two can do 3 units of work. With this efficiency, to complete the work, it takes 36 days. That means total work is equal to per day 3 units into 36 days. This is the total work. Now I got the total work, this one, done. Now A can do in how many days? A's efficiency. Already I know A's efficiency is 2 units per day. Now very simply divided by 2, that's it students. Now here it is 2, how many times? 18 times. Now here B can do, this is actually total work, and this final answer is A can do, not B can do. A can do the work in how many days? 18 into 3, 54 days. That's it. This is the way, students. Alright, and this type of questions you can expect, I told you not directly, but indirectly you can get it in many competitive exams, whether it is state level or central level exams, everywhere it is helpful. Thank you so much students, and I'll meet you in the next session. But before concluding this video, I request all of you to subscribe our channel and share this one with all your circles so that it may reach other students also. Thank you very much.